Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today is Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. You are watching Tarot with Kuka and I apologize. I'm a little late on uploading my weekly video. I had some family emergencies that I needed to deal with, and so, I as much as I try to keep the schedule, things do happen, and better late than never. So remember, if you like what you hear, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. So let's get started. So our first card of the week is our situation card from the Santa Muerte, Book of the Dead Tarot deck, created by Fabio Listrani. And what we have here is a very interesting interpretation of the Four of Swords, because normally you see a knight laying on top of a coffin or sarcophagus, rested. Here we have the coffin that is actually being sealed by the caretaker. So it's a very interesting picture, and like I say, so if it brings about kind of a different meaning from the traditional tarot deck. So the advice of the dead is remain calm, wait, and use this moment of stasis to study and think deeply about all that you need for the near future. So with everything that is going on right now, the energy just feels kind of like a lot is happening. We did just have the full moon in Scorpio, in fact, haha. A lot of things were kind of happening all at once, and like I said, I had a lot of things to deal with myself, and and it takes its toll. So again, through all this hecticness, sometimes we literally just kind of have to pause and reflect, because ultimately the universe does, it has our back, and it wants to guide us on the right direction. And one of the things that I am reminded of is the number 4. Number 4 is about angels surrounding us. And the card number here is number 54. And the interesting thing here, 5 is about changes and 4 is being surrounded by help. So even though we feel kind of like, what do I do? All we got to do is ask, and the universe will provide us with help. And so the number 54 also breaks down to 9, which is about, being of service to mankind, to Mother Earth, just kind of out there doing good. So, and one of the meanings of the Four of Swords in reverse is also maybe not so much that we're standing still, but literally like we've taken on so much that we are kind of now in, it's kind of like if you're constantly on the move, you run yourself ragged and you experience burnout, or you have taken on so much that you're literally just kind of like spinning in circles, trying to figure out where to begin or what to do. So again, it's about taking that time in a reflective manner and be calm, and be calm. So let's kind of see what guidance we have with our cards. So here we have the Hierophant, which we actually drew this card before. So if you remember, the advice of the dead from our Hierophant is, once you have analyzed the situation with foresight, your means and what you're able to communicate, proceed towards your objectives and your ideals. So again, it's kind of like the universe is telling you, once you've taken your time out and you've seriously just kind of put some thought and meditation, or even, planning, some thoughtful and careful planning into something, you can proceed. So our Hierophant is also there. It's kind of like if you're looking at a deeper meaning where, it's like, what do I do with my life? Or what, maybe it is time to kind of seek the divine, seek a spiritual advice, or maybe you are being guided to become one. But nonetheless, you're kind of given the green light. Once you take this period of pause and reflection, you're going to be okay. You can go forward. And and how do I know this? Well, check this out. Because again, the universe has our back. Can't stress that enough. Three of Pentacles. Look at the image in here. So you have this farmer who's kind of like who literally looks like he's worked his little butt off here. And he's able to produce growth. So the advice of the dead with the Three of Pentacles is persevere without hesitation towards that in which you are placing all of your physical and economic reserves without letting anyone trample on your harvest. Proceed without fear. You got this. I don't know how clear the message can be from the universe. You know, so again, the card number here is 67, success at home and work. You know, breaks down to number 4 again about angel assistance. So 4 and 5, the changes, but you got this. The universe has got your back. You have tools. You know, you have angels, whether or not you believe in them, they're there for you. You have the divine to guide you. So there's no reason to have fear to go forward. It's time to start healing ourselves and start making our magic that we're very well and capable of manifesting. You know, it's time for us to start letting things happen and start embracing the blessings and the abundance that the universe is promising us. And the interesting thing is, we've just had a full moon in Scorpio. And one of the things that helps us go forward is release the negativity. And what a better time around the full moon. And we can still harvest from the energy of the full moon where we release the negativity. And believe me, it's, you know, it's something, you know, I still continuously do, you know, because our thoughts are very powerful. And, you know, there's no point. It doesn't, you don't gain anything by sitting there wishing harmful thoughts about somebody who's done you wrong. It's just, it's time to let go of that negativity. You know, work on, because the only person and ultimately that you hurt when you hold on and harness negativity is yourself, not the other person. So it's time to release the negativity. And what will happen? It's a win-win outcome in the forecast with a full moon. So the full moon energy is literally talking to us. Release your negativity and look what will happen. It's a win-win. So again, this pause of careful reflection, maybe it's also a time of forgiving. Forgiving yourself, forgiving others. So one of the attunements for the full moon in Scorpio, I love to read the attunements, is emote. It's all better out than in. And what better out than the negativity, than to bring in the negativity to yourself. And like I say, I am very careful about how I release my negativity too, because the last thing I want to do is put negativity out into the universe for it to spread and grow. Because honestly, if you all haven't been paying attention about how all the hateful messages on social media, what has happened, look at how it has made illness flourish. So think about that when you think it's really funny to, you know, harass or troll or, you know, put intent out just to kind of bring somebody else down. Think about the outcomes. You know, you may not necessarily hurt the person you're targeting, but because they're putting negativity out in the universe, it feels the negativity. So again, put out the love, and love will find you right back. So the attunement for the full moon in Libra is let go of that which is falling away. And again, it's about forgiveness and letting go of the hatred and the negativity. And that will allow us to move forward. And so as usual, this week, because like I said, I was changing my channel and, you know, following different formats, I thought I would introduce our dragon back into YouTube. And what better way than to have our dragon that is with dragon energy come into this week. So this week we have a beautiful dark blue galactic dragon. And the one thing I always think about with the dark blue is Archangel Michael with that beautiful blue color. So with that, let's see what the message is. And this is from Diana Cooper, as well as the Moonology cards are from Yasmin Boland. And I read from her guidebook. Now with Diana Cooper's Dragon Energy, we are dealing with a 9th dimension dragon. It's kind of like the higher up in dimensions you go with the universe is literally, it kind of brings into fruition that phrase, from God or the divine or the source, where literally I am Alpha and I am Omega. I am the beginning and the end. The higher up in dimension you go, literally, if you think about it, at that moment, simultaneously with the source, the beginning and the end is instantaneous. It's one. It's kind of a deep thought. I mean, considering here, where we're in the 3D, you kind of think of things, time as being linear. It's not necessarily linear. It's actually it's relative. So it's a hard concept to accept, but time, if you kind of think about it, like how is that 1 second where, you're avoiding an accident versus, 10 minutes on waiting for a loved one to call. Put that time into perspective on how quickly things happen or how long things feel. So the dark blue galactic dragon helps you listen to the voice of the universe, ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. And let me read this really. I love reading about the dragons. So these dragons shimmer with golden sparkles of cosmic wisdom, for they harness the light of the stars, planets, and constellations. When they are ready, they touch us with this light, enabling us to embody the illumined energy and wisdom they contain. Wow, I love the language here. While many of us are now able to attune to the 9th dimension, it is still an awesome light filled with joy, love, and wisdom beyond our current comprehension. Dark blue galactic dragons can send bursts of this cosmic searchlight through to us to ignite the hidden codes of our master blueprint, the 7th dimensional light of our soul, so that we can listen to the voice of the universe. Wow. Remember, our soul must be at least 7th dimensional for us to receive permission to incarnate on Earth. Interesting. So the guidance is, your soul journey has taken you to the stars and beyond. The dark blue galactic dragons now invite you to communicate with the masters of the universe, the intergalactic council, where you can contribute your energy for smooth ascension of the planet. It is time to listen and serve. And remember, earlier we were talking about being of service to mankind and to, to the universe. Ask the wondrous dragons who has come to you to tune you into the Intergalactic Council, where you'll be offered the honor of petitioning the Council. Decide whether your petition is for the welfare of animals or humanity, or to assist the ascension of the planet. Then ask the dragon to take you to the Council to present your petition. Dark blue galactic dragons will also instruct you during meditation or sleep. They will enable you to serve in a galactic capacity and will hugely expand your energy fields. So again, can you imagine what happens if we collectively as mankind start putting out positive energy? Whew, we would be unstoppable. So with that, I always put out the positive vibes with the message, and releasing expectations is kind of one of my favorite things, because again, if you don't expect things from people, you're going to find you're not going to be disappointed. I know, and people kind of say, well, if you expect nothing, you get nothing. It's not what this is implying. It's kind of implying, like, let's just say you send your loved one to the store and you did not put down that you wanted chocolate. And so they come back with everything on the list but the chocolate, and you're mad at them because they didn't get you chocolate. You expected them to know that you wanted sweets. That kind of expectation is what I'm talking about letting go. So releasing expectations. Only the highest possibilities come to be whether I envision them or not. Wow, that is truly deep. Only the highest possibilities come to be whether I envision them or not. And so from Matt Kahn on his healing mantra, according to his guidebook, when you release expectations, it is no longer your job to be in control of reality. You are a soul birthed from the fabric of destiny, where only the perfection of the universal will take shape and form. Once expectations are released, a life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. This mantra is ideal for having more faith, learning how to trust, and alleviating disappointment. And like I say, we have a dark blue galactic dragon who wants to assist us on helping us to help the universe. Wow. So with that, everybody, I just want to send you love, light, and many, many blessings. Take care.